as a thank you for 450 subscribers, I'm gonna be doing something fun today. I'm gonna be taking a team and trading away every single player that has interest in rebuilding the team from there. So if you like that idea, let me know by hitting the like button. Let's see if we can get to just 30 likes, and if we can, I'll do another one of these. And while you're down there, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications for my channel, because for some reason my channel fell out of the whole algorithm at the start of Madden 23, so let's see if we can bring it back. And down below, let me know what other special type of rebuild you want me to do, maybe one you've seen or one you've thought of. And if I pick your comment, I'll give you a shout out and tell everyone to go subscribe to you and all that good stuff. But without further ado, let's get into today's rebuild. Hello everyone, it is Brandon the Simp here, and today we're gonna be rebuilding the Los Angeles Rams. However, when I say rebuilding, I mean we're rebuilding from scratch. I'm gonna trade away every player with trade interest and completely reset this team. Now, the reason I chose the Rams is because they're typically not in a great cap situation by like the end of year number 1. So this honestly for the future might not even be the worst thing for this team. Obviously, they won't do it in real life, but in Madden, it might not be the worst strategy ever. But of course, like I said in the intro, if you like this video, be sure to drop a like, a sub, turn on notifications. All those things help me out more than you could imagine. And let's start tearing apart this team. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is trade away Matthew Stafford. He kind of threw, no pun intended because he's a quarterback, but he kind of threw the game against the Bills. There wasn't really a point to me saying that, I just kind of felt like saying it. But the reason I'm trading him on his own is because obviously you can get a ton of value for QBs. I think the Falcons might be a good fit for him. That's actually pretty close. Are you kidding me? Okay, look what they said. This offer just isn't going to cut it. We're gonna need significantly more compensation. Significantly more. You can't even see the... I hate this game sometimes. Okay, so there we go. We trade away Frat Stafford, Ashawn Robinson, and a 6th for 2 firsts from the Falcons. We kinda got ripped there, but it could pay off. We'll see. Okay, so I'm kinda like shocked I couldn't get more value for Cooper Kupp, but we do get a first round pick projected 7th overall in Darnell Mooney from the Bears. This is like the 3rd time now, dog. I'm gonna cry. So here we're trading Jalen Ramsey in a 6th next year for a 1st and a 2nd this year and a 1st next year from the Patriots. And actually, my dumbass didn't record it, but I traded Aaron Donald away for 2 firsts from the Eagles and Jordan Mailata. Oh wow, that went through? How do we get more value for like 35-year-old Bobby Wagner than for Cooper Kupp? I don't get that. But we're trading him to the Bungles for 2 firsts and a 2nd. We're gonna have so many draft picks, oh my god. Here we are trading the best quarterback to ever live and Rob Havenstein to the Bills for a 1st, AJ Epinesa, and a 3rd. Wow, I'm kind of surprised we got that much value for him. But here we're trading Tyler Higbee and a 7th this year to the Bucks for a 1st. That's interesting. Here we're trading Cam Akers to the Chiefs for a 1st round pick in Leo Chenal. That's a weird trade. Here we're trading Allen Robinson back to the Jaguars just because I thought that would be kind of funny in return for Kayvon Chason, who is still very young, and a 3rd round pick. We're just absolutely scamming teams now. Here we're trading Leonard Floyd and a 4th next year for a 1st from the Rams, or I guess it is technically a 1st from the Rams, but we're sending those players to the Lions to get our original pick back from the Jared Goff, Matthew Stafford trade. Here we're trading Jordan Fuller and Van Jefferson to the Texans for a 2nd and Nico Collins. Honestly, I don't know who won that trade, but that's the best value I could get for those players. Okay, here we're trading Darrell Henderson and Troy Hill, as well as a 3rd round pick in return for a 1st this year and a 7th next year from Arizona. Is it interdivision? Yes, but Arizona's in the South, and we know they like keeping it in the family down there. Whoa, now that is quite the trade there. We're trading Greg Gaines, Taylor Rapp, and Brian Allen for a 2nd this year, a 1st next year, and a 5th next year. All right, here we're trading Ernest Jones and Joe Noteboom for a 2nd from the Bears. All right, here we're trading Hollins, whose name I can't remember for some reason right now. Jake Funk and Logan Bruss, or Logan Brissy as I like to call him, because I'm immature, for a second from the Colts. Here we're trading Terrell Burgess to the Falcons for a third. Here we're trading Terrell Lewis in a sixth to the Lions for a fourth this year and a sixth next year. We're trading David Long in a third, no, that's a sixth, I'm stupid, to the Giants for a third this year, pick 69, nice. In a fourth, no, that's a seventh next year, Jesus. We're trading Bobby Brown in a sixth to Seattle for a fourth. We're trading Hardy to the Bengals for a fourth next year. I have no idea who this is, but they want him. Bobby Evans to the Chargers for a fourth next year. Coleman Shelton to the Colts for a fourth next year. And I think that was finally the last trade. That took me almost a half hour. Again, you guys better like this video for the amount of effort I'm putting into this. So this is what we're looking at going into year one. Not the best team in the world, clearly, but honestly, I think we have a chance to win maybe a game or two. It's not the worst team ever. We're sitting at a 72 overall. I tried to build up the offensive line just in free agency as much as I could, because I want to give, you know, some of our receivers at least a fighting chance to get the ball thrown to them and develop maybe a little bit. And there's no point in signing younger, low overall offensive linemen, because even if they do well, they won't develop anyways. Obviously, we signed Cam Newton. I don't know how he does in this game, so maybe that's not bad, but we'll see. And then the defense here, I signed mostly younger players, but I did bring in AJ Johnson, who looks homeless in that picture, kinda, not gonna lie, and AJ Bouye, who are two players I'm really surprised aren't signed yet, especially AJ Johnson. He's kind of a stud. I don't know how he's not on a team. But yeah, this year is kind of just a throwaway year, but it's also a year to see if we have some younger players on the team that can do well. So let's get to the mid-season point, and hopefully we're not completely winless. Okay, wow. We're actually 3-3 at the mid-season point. I don't know how that is. I mean, the 49ers, they're an 84 overall, and they have a worse record than us. I really don't get that, but I'll take it. But let's see who's doing well. I'm actually super curious. Wow. Cam Newton is having a great year. 1,900 yards, 16 touchdowns, only 2 picks. So it looks like he might be at least part of the reason we're doing well. Also, he's only taken 11 sacks on the year, so it looks like the offensive line was a good move. Javian Hawkins, however, is horrific. 2.1 yards per carry. That might be the lowest amount I've ever seen. Wow, Nico Collins has 671 yards and 6 touchdowns. The blocking is very good. We have even a contender for the all-castration team in Billy Price. Also, we played 420 snaps. That's funny. We're not getting much pressure, and we're getting picks though. So it looks like Cam Newton is kind of carrying us. But we have a breakout here, breakout DB. It's probably going to be Jamar Johnson. Yeah, it is, because I saw he led the team with 3 interceptions. Cool. Hopefully he can get that. I was not expecting this to be positive at the midseason. I thought we were going to be 0-6, 0-7, whatever. I'll re-sign Matt Gay. I'm realizing I didn't even try to re-sign him or try to trade him, but that's fine. It's the kicker. It doesn't matter a whole lot. But we are going to have, obviously, a ton of re-signings to deal with later in the year. I hope we can get the good performers back, but we'll just have to see. Okay, wow, we actually almost take down the 49ers. They win 38-35, but it was close. Yeah, I figured he wouldn't get that. It looked like it was an offensive game. But we have another breakout D lineman. Kingsley Keke, okay. I wouldn't say you've been on fire lately. You haven't really done much, but we'll see. Oh, okay, I tried to sim a week, and it's just like, fuck you. Okay. I love this game. We get absolutely smoked by the Bucks, and I'm guessing Kingsley Keke did not hit that. Oh, this is a different one. This is AJ Epinesa now. Okay, we're getting the third breakout opportunity in a row. If we don't hit one of these, I might scream and cry and piss my pants. Did Kingsley Keke hit it? No, obviously not. I see another breakout. We lose by just 3 points, so we're hanging in there with teams too. And AJ Epinesa does not hit it. God damn it, dude. All right, tandem breakout. Let's check out this one. So is this going to be receivers, maybe? Like Darnell Mooney, Tutu Atwell or something? Or Nico Collins? It's Nico Collins, okay. Let's go praise. I typically go praise. It kind of looks like Van Jefferson. I don't know. Not really, but like, I don't know. So that gives him immediate XP. I normally go praise because it's way harder to hit the challenge challenge, I'm pretty sure. But let's see if we can get that one. All right, we lose once again to the Saints, getting absolutely destroyed in this one. And for like the 5th time in a row, we miss a breakout. Why is his name Bulaga? That is not Brian Bulaga. This game is so broken, dude. Holy fuck. I think I could throw together a less broken game in like a day. Would it be good? No, but it would be less broken than this. Okay, so funny thing here. We finished 5-12, which is better than the Seattle Seahawks, which is sad to say as a Seahawks fan. However, the Seahawks win one game, and that was against us in week 18. They won 30-27. They almost went 0-17, but their one win was against us, which is fair because, I mean, we are the worst team by quite a bit here. Whoa, that's an interesting Super Bowl. The Eagles take down the Bills 26-20. Now, if I remember correctly, we traded Aaron Donald to the Eagles, right? Yeah, okay, that's crazy. Obviously, we took Jordan Mailata, but they have Andre Dillard to play left tackle, so they would be fine there. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen him win a Super Bowl, but just giving him Aaron Donald made him win it. I mean, hey, if they got Aaron Donald in real life, they would probably win the Super Bowl. Like, let's be real. In the Bills, who did we trade to the Bills again? Rob Havenstein? I guess that helped him make the Super Bowl. I wouldn't think that's quite enough, but they really did need a right tackle, and he's a pretty good one. Leo Chenal gets 2 upgrade points. You know what that means. I'll check the awards in a minute, but he definitely won Defensive Rookie of the Year. That's what I was hoping for. Nice star dev on him too. Let's go. Oh my god. Cam Newton had 5,200 yards, 41 touchdowns, only 10 picks. He's what, a 67 overall, now a 65? I'm gonna raise his overall, actually. Let's give him, like, good awareness again. Obviously, you should have better carrying than that. That's stupid. I'm not gonna make him too broken, obviously, but clearly he should not regress after a year like that. He should only progress. Javian Hawkins, yeah, we need a new running back. Jesus Christ, dude. I should have started Max Borghi. Which, you know, speaking about Washington State, they just upset Wisconsin right before I recorded this, and I'm not going to say I predicted it, but I kind of predicted it. Our receiving was insane. 1,400 yards, 8 touchdowns from Darnell Mooney. I almost said Darnell Money, which, hey, he is. Nico Collins had 1,200 yards and 11 touchdowns. Insane year from him. Tutu Atwell even had 1,100 yards and 8 touchdowns. I'm not the biggest fan of him in real life, but he did great here. And even Hunter Bryant had 800 yards and 7 touchdowns. Blocking, not the best. Jordan Mailata did not, 10 sacks is weirdly enough a pretty low amount for left tackles in this game. Eric Flowers let up 9 sacks at guard. Brian Bulaga let up 9. But Billy Price and Darrell Williams did pretty well, each letting up 2. I'm surprised we didn't get more tackles. I would expect us to be on the field a lot more on defense. But Leo Chenal led the team with 126. Tackles for loss, AJ Epinesa with 16. Kingsley Kiki with 12. Keir Thomas with 10. Interesting. I started him. He got 0 sacks on the entire year. That's fun. Kaylavon Chason with 4.5 sacks led the team. Yikes. AJ Epinesa with 4. Kingsley Kiki with a deadly 2.5. Let's go. For interceptions, though, we did, well, I was going to say we did pretty well, but there were a total of 5 players that got an interception. Jamar Johnson and AJ Bouye each had 4, Alexander Johnson with 3, Leo Chenal with 2, Harrison Hand with 1. Josh Allen of the 15-2 Bills wins MVP. That's interesting. Cam Newton at number 4. Oh my god. I definitely need to re-sign him. I kind of had that feeling because it seems like traits, not necessarily dev traits, but you know, they're traits like senses pressure and utilizes the bull rush, or just stuff like that, like those. It seems like players that have been good in the past still have those, and it seems like they have a big effect in terms of simulation. And Cam Newton must still have a lot. The Saints went 14-3, and Jameis was at number 5 for MVP. That's interesting. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Calvin Ridley. Well, that sucks because he can't play this year because he got suspended for betting on his own team, which is fucking stupid. I mean, if he betted against missed them and threw games, that obviously suspension, but like, he betted for his team. I don't know. Cam at number 8. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Aaron Donald. I mean, that would be painful if I chose to trade him, but for the challenge, we had to trade him, so it's whatever. No Rams up there. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Jameson Williams. Kyron Williams at number 8, and Max Borghi, the GOAT, at number 10. Leo Chenal, obviously, like we knew, wins Defensive Rookie of the Year. Keir Thomas at number 7. Wow, I didn't think he had that good of a year, but hey, apparently it doesn't take much to get up here. I guess he had a lot of tackles for loss, I don't know. We have some upgrades here. What is this gonna be? Oh, our practice squad players, okay. I got all excited for nothing. But in terms of re-signings, what do we want to do? Oh, we can't re-sign anybody. That's a huge problem. You know, I think I'm gonna do something, hold on. Okay, so this might be cheating, but it wouldn't be any fun if we literally just had to get rid of every single player we just signed. So I'm gonna clear all of our cap penalty, which if you didn't know, you could do that, just go to, I think it's under the settings tab, and then go to league members or something like that, and then click on your team, and then you can clear the cap penalties, which I'm gonna do. Which, you know, I guess that could be part of the challenge, but it wouldn't be any fun to have to restart the team again. I'm realizing that might be broken this year, which wouldn't be surprising, but it didn't do anything. Maybe it just takes effect in the offseason. We might have to just sign him in the offseason. But if we can't re-sign him, I might cry. Or any of these players for that matter, like Billy Price, Jamar Johnson, pretty much everyone that did well. Fuck. Okay, no, we do have 187 mil now. Okay, we're okay. Okay, so here is the first wave of players I'm gonna go after. It's 3 players that we had last year at the bottom that were good performers for us in Billy Price, who is wearing number 69, nice, Cam Newton, and Darrell Williams. And then I'm gonna add a couple players too. Both Bills players, I just realized, in Devin Singletary and Dawson Knox. I realized I have to up the offer for Dawson Knox. Okay, there we go. The only really scary thing is there are a ton of teams interested in Cam Newton. Specifically the Washington Commies, who are tied with us. And we don't have much interest, or he doesn't have much interest in playing for us. So I'm kind of thinking he won't sign with us. Let's just see. Oh, I didn't mean to withdraw. I always do that, dude. I'm so stupid. Okay, let's see if any of these players accept. So we get Billy Price, and that's it. So where did Cam go? He went to Washington. Fuck. That sucks. It would be nice if the cap clear thing would happen immediately. I guess it's kind of cheating anyways, so I can't be too mad. But I mean, we're doing a pretty hard challenge here regardless. It makes it hard when I can't bring back any of our good performers. And Dawson Knox obviously signed with the Giants. Fuck me. Alright, so I added a couple more players to the list. The main player being Daron Payne, who is actually interested in signing with us. If he wasn't, I probably wouldn't go for him, but he was the best player in this class overall, I think. Yeah, him, Kareem Hunt, and Jordan Poyer were tied in overall. So we're tied for the lead for him. We were literally just in the lead, but the Cardinals, for some reason, passed us. We'll offer that because I really want to get him, and that lowers us even though we're offering him more. I don't know. If he signs, he signs. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Devin Singletary obviously still hasn't accepted. Darrell Williams and Jamar Johnson. Let's see if any of these players accept. And 3 of them sign. I don't know if they signed with us. And they do, actually, all 3 of them. Daron Payne, Darrell Williams, and Jamar Johnson. Now again, let's try for Devin Singletary, and he doesn't sign. He's getting more offers. Okay, and just like that, we also get Devin Singletary. A lot more teams became interested, but we still got him. Kaylavon Chaison's 5th-year option. Let me think about... Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Fuck that. Somehow, despite having like 20 first-round picks, we don't have one in the top 3. Our first pick is at number 4. Let's see, we have 11 first-round picks. Most of them are actually late first though, so we got pretty unlucky. Almost all of them are in the last 10 picks. Fuck me, dude. But either way, let's see what we're gonna do with this pick. Damn, that sucks. I'm guessing both of the top 5 quarterbacks went. Yeah, there were 2 top 5 talent QBs. Both of them are unfortunately gone. I think I'll go with Jay Stockton then. He's a first to second round talent, projected first round. He's 6'5", 221, 22 years old, out of Clemson. Ran a 4.66 at the combine, so he's a pretty fast QB with 24 reps. So he's pretty strong for a quarterback too. A awareness, A break sack, A play action, A short accuracy, A throw on the run, A throw under pressure. This guy looks really good. I mean, he doesn't have a passing stat under a B. So let's take him. And he has hidden. Okay, beautiful. 91 throw power, 83 speed, 76 strength. I guess he'll be kind of our budget Josh Allen type player. And you know, a little different in one way. Not gonna name that way, but a little different, you know. Gotta love that 69 jumping though. This might be an odd pick to most people, but we're gonna go with a tight end at number 5. So he is 6'6", 252, only 21 years old, out of UCF. He ran a 4.68, which is decent for a tight end. 22 reps on the bench, good jumping, good 20-yard shuttle. But this is why I'm going to take him. He has A spec catch, A catch in traffic, A catching, A deep route. He has the upside to have A medium route, A short route, A awareness. I'm not saying he will have those, but he could if he has A deep route and A everything else. So let's take him. And he has hidden. We might have just found maybe Kyle Pitts-like player. I mean, he's a little slower, but this guy looks crazy. I think with this pick, I'm gonna go Jeremiah Mathis. Actually, I'm gonna go Clyde Kirkpatrick. He's a year older, but he is faster, and I think he's stronger. And he has A finesse moves, A pursuit, A tackle, B awareness, maybe B play rec. He looks pretty good. So let's take him. And he also has hidden. 86 speed as a rookie pass rusher. That's pretty good. All right, let's see. What do I want to do with the 15th pick? I have so many picks. This is amazing, dude. I love this. This guy doesn't look amazing, but he looks good enough. We're going to go Matt Fitzpatrick. He's 6'5", 319, 21 years old, out of Miami. Not very strong for a tackle at all, but that's okay. He's more of a speedy tackle. Well, I wouldn't say that, running a 4.97, but you know what I mean. He's an agile tackle. A awareness, A impact block, A run block finesse, which is surprising because he's not a very good run blocker. B pass block. Now that I'm thinking about it, might not be the best player, but let's take him anyways. And he does have hidden. Okay, pretty much regardless, he's gonna turn into a good overall at only 21 with hidden. And somehow he has better jumping than our quarterback. That's interesting. Here I'm gonna go Morgan Flowers. He is a corner out of Tulane of all schools. He's 6 foot flat, 188, only 21 years old. Ran a 4.42, which is pretty good. First in bench press reps for corners. He apparently has elite agility and elite acceleration. He has A awareness. I didn't even see that. That's really good. Somehow only C play rec, B zone coverage, A hit power, B tackle, B press. Let's take him. We have not gotten a player that isn't a hidden dev yet. This is amazing. This is my first potential chance at a player without hidden dev. He is a bit of a reach. He's a projected 2nd to 3rd round talent, but he looks amazing. Sharif Ward is a 6'5", 269 pound defensive end out of Louisville, only 22 years old. Ran a 4.66, which was first for defensive ends, and a 4.59 at his pro day. 32 reps, so he's definitely not weak either. But look at this player. He has B awareness, B play rec, B power moves, A tackle, A to C pursuit and hit power, B to D block shed and impact block, which those are probably going to be higher. This dude, he's really good athletically and really good as a player, so let's take him. And I just don't miss. Another hidden dev player, 84 speed, 85 strength. That's ridiculous. Another potential miss, but we're gonna go Aaron Woods. Another reach. He's projected 2nd to 3rd round, but he is 6'3", 238, only 21 years old, left-handed just like me for real, out of Florida, obviously an outside linebacker. Ran a 4.62 at the combine, 23 reps on the bench, bench, which is 11th for linebackers. Elite acceleration, which is cool. But he has B awareness, A to C play rec, A to C block shed, B to D pursuit, A tackle, B zone coverage. I'm just really intrigued by him because he is considered a run stopper, but he also has B zone coverage. So let's take him, and he's another hidden. I'm goated, dude. What can I say? I'm the best drafter on YouTube, hands down. Don't even fucking at me. Ignore the draft I had a couple videos ago where the best overall I got was like a 70 or a 69. Smile. With this pick, I think I'm going to go Enrique Hammond. He's a strong safety out of Michigan. Again, left-handed, just like me for real. 6'2", 225, only 22 years old. That's a lot of twos. Ran a 4.64 at the combine, so he's basically a linebacker. 21 reps on the bench, which is good. I mean, at his size and being that slow, I would even expect that to be higher, but that's good. Doesn't look like the best player ever, but I like the A pursuit, A hit power, A tackle. Looks like a very good run defender, and I feel like we could have a use for him even if he isn't the best ever. Honestly, I don't think he'll have a dev trait, but I just really needed a safety, and honestly, he was the best one there. Okay, that's our first miss on the dev traits, but looks like maybe a good player. 87 speed, 73 strength. We'll just have to see. Kind of looks like AJ Bouye too. Dude, I hate this so much. I'm not inactive. I'm in a draft, you fucking dum-dum. I think I'm done recording the picks for now. There are just so many, and I'm not even done with our first round picks. I'm probably just gonna sim it out once we hit the end of the first round, but I'm probably gonna look for more receivers and linemen. I'll just show you in the recap. Okay, so we had a pretty good draft. Jay Stockton is a 74, which is probably about as good as he could have been considering he was a first to second round talent. Obviously 91 throw power, 86 throw on the run, 83 speed. Looks like a really good player. Hopefully he can be our franchise guy. Tyler Dane isn't quite as good as I thought he would be. He is a 76, so he is pretty good. 89 catching, 89 excel. That's really good. I don't know why he's not better. I guess just because he's a really bad blocker. Well, he has good run block finesse, but I don't know. He looks like a really good tight end. Clyde Kirkpatrick is a 75 overall. 86 speed, 89 excel, 77 finesse moves. Matt Fitzpatrick is a 74. Honestly, better than I thought he would be. I thought he would be like a 70, 71, but that 89 lead block, 86 impact block looks really good. Morgan Flowers is a 76, 91 speed, 78 zone, 95 excel. Really good player. And I'm not going to spend too much time on the rest of the players just because I've already been over so many, but we got a lot of good players. I took everybody down to right here is I think the last pick I made. And honestly, I didn't really miss on a single pick other than these last two, I guess you could argue, but they were second round picks anyways, so. Unfortunately, nobody is at a 77 or higher, but still a very good draft. Oh, there were only two players higher than a 76 to begin with, so I did literally about as good as I could have done. So Devin Singletary mentored our number 2 running back, Kentrell Chancellor, and now he has X Factor. Who do I start? Devin Singletary might have just helped himself out of the starting job. This has potential to be the best team I have ever made. This is probably the most dev traits I have ever had on a team. Literally the only starting players we don't have with a star or better dev trait are Nico Collins, Billy Price, and Enrique Hammond. I couldn't remember his first name for a second because I'm stupid. But just look at this team, dude. And not to mention, a lot of our depth players have dev traits. Like, this team is just disgustingly loaded. Well, I shouldn't say that yet. It has the potential to be disgustingly loaded, but we have to develop to get there. But I am incredibly excited to see how this team does, so without further ado, let's sim to the mid-season point, and hopefully we're doing better than last year. So unfortunately at the mid-season point we are worse than last year, but funny thing is, both of our wins are against my personal favorite team, the Seattle Seahawks. We beat them in week 1 and then just beat them again. We beat them 26-20 and then 38-28. That's fun. But we have so many breakout things here. That's the beauty of having a bunch of younger players, is you get a lot of breakouts. We had like 4 in week 1, 2. We probably had a ton between then and now, so it's just kind of broken, to be honest. Who's this one gonna be? Darnell Mooney, 3 touchdowns or 150 yards. Okay. I'm hoping we can hit on at least one of these. Aaron Woods, our linebacker. Hold the Panthers to less than 200 yards or get 2 sacks, interceptions, forced fumbles, or tackles for loss with Aaron Woods. And then our quarterback might have a breakout. 1 or fewer picks and 350 total yards or 4 total touchdowns with Jay Stockton to increase to superstar, which means he has star right now. And then a tandem breakout. It's for Darnell Mooney and Bernard Otting. Let's go praise. Also, he looks so freaky. He looks like somebody. I can't pinpoint who, though. He looks like somebody. He looks so weird, dude. And then we actually have some re-signings here. Darnell Mooney is not interested in coming back. That kind of sucks. Let's offer him very player-friendly. Okay, he re-signs. Cool. AJ Epinesa, how is he doing this year? Because honestly, I might not even re-sign him. He did go up to superstar dev in the offseason, but I don't really know how. He only has half a sack on the year. He gets a lot of tackles for loss, but that's literally it. Kaylavon Chason, I'm probably also good. Yeah, honestly, we don't have a need for really any of these players. So at the end of year number 2, we are sitting at 5-12 once again. But obviously, I didn't really expect to perform this year. This year's kind of just about development. Jay Stockton as a rookie was good, but 4,900 yards, 37 touchdowns, 14 picks is a lot, and only 59% completion percentage. This reminds me of like Josh Allen's year in real life last year. It's pretty similar, actually. At least stats-wise. And I actually made the midseason decision to start Kentrell Chancellor over Denzel, Devin Singletary. And I think Chancellor did quite a bit better. In like 300 less snaps, he got only 1 less touchdown and exactly 100 less yards. I would say he definitely outplayed him. Darnell Mooney was insane this year. I'm so glad we re-signed him. 1,300 yards, 13 touchdowns. Apparently that's a lucky number for him. Nico Collins with 1,200 yards and 10 touchdowns. He's been doing so amazing so far. Bernard Otting had almost 1,000 yards with 5 touchdowns. And even the rookie Tyler Dane, who I'll have to show you his dev trait in a minute, had 769 yards, nice, and 6 touchdowns. In terms of blocking, Jordan Mailata had 12, which isn't good, obviously, but pretty much everyone else did great. Quinn Devlin as a starting left guard only let up 6. Matt Fitzpatrick as a rookie only let up 5 on the year. I mean, just a few days ago, the Rams tackle, whose name is escaping me right now, even though I literally just traded him a couple hours ago, he let up like 3 sacks in 1 game. So I mean, hey, it's pretty cool that we have actual good performing linemen here, because those are rare in Madden. Billy Price let up 4 sacks as a center, which isn't great. Larry Cooper let up 3 as a right guard, which is fine. On defense, we had 3 players hit 100 tackles. Aaron Woods led the team with 134. Enrique Hammond and Dylan Alexander each had over 100. I just had a stroke. Clyde Kirkpatrick led the team in tackles for loss. I see something interesting, but he had 16. Daniel Hodges and Deron Payne each had 13. Sharif Horde with 11. Horde? I meant Ward. And AJ Epinesa had 10. Tackles for loss, no, those are sacks. 3 players each had 6.5. Clyde Kirkpatrick, Daniel Hodges, and Deron Payne. Interesting. Sharif Ward had 4. AJ Epinesa with only 2. Yikes. Yeah, I'm definitely not re-signing him. Aaron Woods led the team in interceptions with 3. Nick Ferrerio, as our number 3 middle linebacker, had 2. Morgan Flowers also had 2, and a number of players each had 1. It looks like Morgan Flowers had a pretty good year as our number 1 corner. But let's check out yearly awards. Dak Prescott wins MVP. Interesting. Jalen Hurts, Tua up there. This is a weird group. but all actually real players. None of those two good quarterbacks made it up here from the last class. No Rams though, unfortunately. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Alvin Kamara. That's a kind of different one. Darnell Mooney at number 8, that's nice. Defensive Player of the Year again goes to Aaron Donald, fuck me. No Rams up there, surprisingly. Offensive Rookie of the Year, seriously, we can't win that. Arnold Faulkner of the Lions. Go Falk yourself. He beats out literally all of our players. We had Jay Stockton at 2, Bernard Otting, Tyler Dane, Kentrell Chancellor, who only played like half the year. Not even that. We do win Defensive Rookie of the Year, though. It goes to Aaron Woods, the linebacker. Clyde Kirkpatrick, Daniel Hodges, Dylan Alexander, Sharif Ward, and Nick Ferrerio are all also up there. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. The Dallas Cowboys take down the Patriots in the Super Bowl, 19-18. Weird score, weird Super Bowl. Two of the most hated teams. I guess they both technically have stars in their logos. That's certainly an interesting Super Bowl. So in terms of re-signings, I don't think I'm gonna re-sign anyone. Yeah, I'm honestly good on all these players. AJ Epinesa, sure he is superstar, but he has not played like it. Kayla Von Chason hasn't necessarily been good, and I don't want to pay him. Darrell Williams was good, we found a younger player who played pretty much just as well. I'm good, but let's look at some of the dev traits here. So obviously, Tyler Dane, our tight end, is a superstar X Factor. I said A really weird. So yeah, that's absolutely huge. We're gonna have a great tight end for the rebuild. And obviously, like I've already shown, Chancellor went up to a superstar X Factor. And actually this year, Darnell Mooney went up to a superstar. I am surprised Nico Collins still doesn't have a dev trait. In this player right here, Jerry Britton, has a superstar dev with 99 speed. I need to get him involved somehow. How can I get him involved? Okay, this would be really unrealistic, but for some reason he's a 70 overall tight end. We need a number 2 tight end. He's probably like 5'8" or something. 5'11", okay. The smallest but fastest tight end ever. I'm with it. I'm down for that. And then on the defense here, Jamar Johnson went up to a superstar dev. I didn't think he had a phenomenal year, but he went up another dev trait. Still hasn't really developed at all. Has only gone up like 5 overall in 2 years, but has a good dev trait. Woods went up to superstar like you would have expected from him winning Defensive Rookie of the Year. This linebacker, Terrell Carmen, has a superstar dev that's super interesting. I don't know if there's anything I can really do with him. He goes up to a 69 at safety, so sure. I just want to get all these players with great dev traits involved somehow. And then this corner, Dylan Alexander, has a superstar dev as well. He played all last year and didn't go up a ton, but superstar dev is pretty huge. Honestly, I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like better dev traits matter less this year. Because I mean, we see all these players with great dev traits, they don't really develop still. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I didn't really see much difference. Okay, so in free agency, I may have had a smooth brain moment, because I accidentally simmed a week, but I didn't realize I was already in week 1 of free agency, so now all the good players have signed with other teams. However, there are still some good players I'm gonna go after. First one being Jeffrey Simmons. We need some help on the defensive line, specifically with pass rush. He should definitely help with that. Another good player who should help with the pass rush is going to be Danielle Hunter. We need a speed rusher. Well, I guess we have one, but not a great one, so he will fill that role nicely. And then T. Higgins. He'll be our number 1 receiver immediately. Not that we have bad receivers, but our receivers just aren't developing a ton, and I want a really good overall receiver. So let's see if any of these players sign. And it looks like we got Jeffrey Simmons, but that's it. But hey, that's not a bad first signing. So I'm definitely going to need to up Danielle Hunter's offer, and T. Higgins, we're still in the lead, but the Colts are also offering for him. You know, this is probably the last year anyways, and I'm not going to use this money for anything else, so let's just go hard for these 2 players. pause. Okay, so I upped to very player friendly. It's still barely in the lead for both, but let's see if we can get them. And both do sign, and they both sign with us. Let's go. So in the 2024 NFL draft, we actually have the #1 pick. Now, what do I want to do here? So we don't really have a reason to do this, but I'm pretty intrigued, I'm not gonna lie. This might end up being an absolute throwaway of a pick, but he has elite throw power, B awareness, A break sack. He doesn't look as good as the last guy that we took, but he's a top 5 player in the draft. I can't pass up on a guaranteed top 5 player. Our quarterback wasn't amazing last year, let's take him. And he has normal dev. Fuck. God damn it. He has 97 throw power, but trade bait? Actually, that's not a bad idea, trade bait. Alright, so hopefully I'm not gonna throw as hard with this pick. We're gonna go Levi Whiting. Weird name, but he ran a 4.39 at the combine, has 21 reps on the bench. A to C awareness, B press, B zone coverage. Looks like a pretty good corner, let's take him. And he also has normal. This draft isn't quite as good as the last one. The problem right now is that we have a ton of players with upside, so drafting more players with upside isn't really gonna help the team. It's just about developing the players that have upside. So I'm trying to find players that would be a better overall than the ones we currently have, that will have a better dev trait or are younger. So we're gonna try and get Luke Phelps here. He is a safety out of Missouri, only 21 years old. He's a scheme fit, ran a 4.45 at the combine, but he looks honestly better than the other 2 safeties we took last year. He has B awareness, B man coverage, not great pursuit, play rec, or block shed, but hopefully good tackling in zone. I'm just banking on him being a player that lives up to his, upside right there with his stats. So let's take him. And another normal. This might just be a terrible draft class, honestly. And I think this is going to be the last pick I'm going to take. We're going to go Billy Roseman. He's only 21. He's first for literally everything at the combine. He is insane, athletic freak, and A's pretty much across the board. Some C's, but I think the A's and the athletic ability outweigh it. Let's take him, and he actually has hidden. Let's go. 76 speed, 91 strength. That's ridiculous for a center. I kind of think this was just a bad draft class. But honestly, the picks I took weren't as bad as I thought they were. Just no dev traits, unfortunately. So Dakota Woods is only a 77. I thought he would be higher than that. Just obviously no dev trait. But yeah, that was just an all-around bad pick. I'm gonna try to trade him away for maybe some starter at some position. We'll see. Levi Whiting is a 75. Unfortunately, like you saw, normal dev. 94 speed. He's really fast, just no dev trait. Which is weird because he's fast and strong. That's a player that should develop, but whatever. Luke Phelps is only a 73. Another player I was hoping would just have a higher overall, but he probably won't get really any playing time. Billy Roseman is actually only a 73 overall. I thought he would have a really good overall, and to be honest with you, I don't know how he doesn't. He's good at literally everything, or at least okay at everything, has amazing strength and speed, great impact block, and isn't necessarily terrible at anyone's thing. I don't get that one. And then the CPU didn't really pick anybody for us. I mean, they picked a backup tackle. He does have hidden, but he's not a scheme fit and he's not gonna play. So let's get into year number 3 and hopefully this team can surprise me because it's not looking too hot right now. So honestly, the more I looked at the team, the more hope I gained for this team. So I would say our main problems last year were pass rush and maybe just interceptions / lack of great rushing on offense, and both of those hopefully will improve this year. Obviously adding Danielle Hunter, Jeffrey Simmons, just all of our players developing in general. And then on the offense, we added a new center. Our entire offense developed. T. Higgins, we added in free agency, so we upgraded our overall offense and really upgraded our pass rush on defense. So, like I always say, it's all about how we perform, and it's pretty unpredictable in Madden, but let's sim to the midseason point, and hopefully we're doing better than the last 2 years. Okay, so at the midseason point of year number 3, the third and final year, we're 3-4. That's not terrible, but I was hoping we would have a winning record. So let's see how the team is performing. Jay Stockton looks like he's doing really well. 2,000 yards, 17 touchdowns, only 4 picks. No worries there. Kentrell Chancellor isn't doing great as our running back. You know, I have an idea. I'm not gonna do it yet, but I have an idea. T. Higgins was a great addition. He's our leading receiver. I mean, pretty much whoever is either your wide receiver 1 or your slot receiver will do the best on the team as your receiver. Blocking, not very good, honestly. Larry Cooper could be added to the all-castration team, but Jordan Mailata is on pace for like 14 plus sacks. The rookie center, Billy Roseman, is on track for like 6 or 7, so not ideal. Danielle Hunter and Daron Payne are doing very well on defense. Only 4 interceptions. Yikes. In offense, we're 11th. In defense, we are 23rd. But like I said, I kind of have an idea. Really? Okay. Okay, so here we're trading a massive overtrade. We're trading the quarterback we took, Woods, and 2 first-round picks for Christian McCaffrey. Now, I thought quarterbacks were the most valuable thing in this game, but apparently it is running backs, which is very unrealistic. Maybe a player like Christian McCaffrey would be worth a lot in a trade, but still. Worth more than the number 1 overall pick quarterback? I don't know about that. But speaking of quarterback, we actually have a breakout quarterback for Jay Stockton. So again, 350 yards or 4 touchdowns, less than an interception. We'll see if he can do that. I doubt it, but we'll see. Oh, we get rocked. Oh my god. And yeah, of course, he doesn't upgrade to Superstar Dev. Okay, so super quick before I show how the team did this year, I put so much effort into these videos. Hours and hours every day. So if you could take 2 seconds to just like the video, subscribe, turn on notifications, it would mean a ton to me. Plus, I mean, if you've made it all the way over here, it must have mean, you know, you liked it at least a little bit. And also let me know what type of different rebuild you want to see, because I love doing these special ones. They're always super fun to me. And you know, if you guys like them, I'll definitely keep doing them. So yeah, just like, sub, turn on notifications, and you'll be an epic gamer. But this is a look at the team at the end of year number 3. A lot of the players developed like I hoped they would. And you know, they have all that morale, and it's just a really good team. But let me show how the team did this year. You could probably guess from the morale, but we actually turned it around and only ended up losing 1 more game after where I left off, finishing 11-6. Now let me just show that I didn't cheat, because maybe some people will think that I am a loser and forced wins. I don't know if anyone does that, but hey, you never know. Yeah, see, obviously, what was our other loss though? So there were the Saints, and then we beat the Cardinals, and then we lost to the Lions, and then we just started beating every single team. So from week 12 on, we won every single game. But let's see, we have a first of many playoff scenario. Let's go play it cool. Guarantee win, I think, gives them +5 to some stats. Definitely don't want that. But let's see if we can take down the New York Giants. I'm gonna jump into this game. All right, here we are in the wild card against the New York Giants. I accidentally ran a play. I literally didn't pick anything. Okay. All right, now let's sim it out. So we don't score on our first drive. We run it up 7-0, 7-3 now. We go right back down 14-3, 14-10. Lot of scoring early here. 17-10, 17-17, 20-17. Just a lot of scoring here. We are holding on to the lead though. 27-17, 27-24 will be the final score. Never mind, my game crashed. Okay, so I'm just gonna force the win here. Clearly we won that game, because I feel like if I resim it, we're just gonna lose, so it's stupid that we have to do that, but it's Madden. There are a million problems in this game. We actually score even more points in that one, so I guess that's kind of nice. But here we're taking on the Dallas Cowboys at 10-7. Now they are 2 overall better than us, but you know what we have? We have heart. So let's get out there and let's see if we can take down Dallas. All right, game number 2 of the playoffs. We are in the divisional against Dallas. Nice ball shot of Leighton Vander Esch there. I didn't need that. But let's get into this game. 3-0, we take the lead right off the bat. They go right back down. 12-7, we have the lead in the second quarter. Weird score. We have the lead at half. 15-12, I swear we had the last score in my last video in one of the playoff games. It is tied 15-15. Nobody wants to score, and we win 18-15 with a last few minutes field goal. That was one weird game. 18-15 is one of the weirder scores I have seen. Actually, how do you even get 18? Did we only kick field goals? That's depressing. Okay, so in the conference championship, we are taking on the Green Bay Packers. Now, honestly, these are 2 of my least favorite teams in the league. I just don't like teams with toxic fans, and oh boy, these are 2 of them. Let me tell you, all 12 of the Rams fans, they are loud. I'm sorry if you're a Rams fan. I'm sure you're a nice person because you're watching me, and I'm sure you've liked the video, but you know, a lot of your fans are annoying. We have some upgrades here. Anything big? Starting right guard and 3rd string middle linebacker, who is a good player. I'll take that. But let's jump in against the Green Bay Packers, and let's make them pack their bags. That's funny. I'm a comedic genius. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed that joke. I don't know. Okay, so here we are against Green Bay in the conference championship. You know, as much as I dislike EA, they do have some pretty cool playoff game intros. But here we are getting into the game. The Packers take an early lead. We take it right back, an early lead. They are up, 24-7. We make it a little closer, 24-14, but they go down and score again, 31-17, 34-17, 34-24. Yeah, it's not particularly close. Yeah, we're kind of getting dookied on. 48-38 is the final score. Honestly, the game wasn't even that close. We're lucky it even ended within 10 points. But yeah, going into Lambeau Field is never easy. 3 picks from Jay Stockton, that probably did it for us. That's kinda unfortunate. I'm realizing I didn't show the season stats, so I'll run through them pretty quick. I'll just let you guys see them. Wow, Christian McCaffrey had a lot of yards. T. Higgins was great. Blocking, Aaron Woods had a good amount of tackles. He led the team. Tackles for loss, we had a lot. And sacks, oh my god. 15.5 from Danielle Hunter, 13.5 from Jeffrey Simmons, 10 from Daron Payne. He was definitely bringing the pain, if you know what I mean. Not many interceptions, sorry. MVP goes to Trey Lance. Cam Newton on the Eagles is number 2. That is... You're telling me 4 of the top 5 quarterbacks are Trey Lance, Cam Newton, Justin Fields, and Arnold Faulkner. Huh. And Frat Stafford up there. This is Jay Stockton makes it up there. This has been the weirdest rebuild I have ever done. For sure. Hands down. But again, for probably the millionth time now, if you still haven't subscribed, like the video, turn on notifications. What are you doing? Help a brother out, you know what I'm saying? But in all seriousness, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I try to upload 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so expect my videos on those days. But that is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it like I said, and I will see you guys again in the next video. Goodbye.